Now, we were queuing up at Marks and Spencer's. Good store. Love Marks and Spencer's. Doing really well, actually. They've really come through now with their profits. And Shelley wanted to return this item, and we had it in a package. It was in the original packaging. It had all the barcodes and everything written on it. So it just needed to be dropped off and some sort of receipt given. It was a big queue, Sunday afternoon, and there was only one or two people at the checkout because they've got the automated tills now. So they've only got one person at the checkout. Anyway, along the queue came this lady from Marks and Spencer. So she came up to Shelley. She said, look, she said, I've got a machine here. She said, I can scan, it's got all the codes on it, hasn't it? She said, so I can scan that, she said, and just take it from you, and that's done. She said, you don't need to do anything else. You can go and do some shopping. You just need to trust me, she said. That was her mistake, because as soon as she said, you just need to trust me and don't worry, she said to Shelley, Shelley, of course, started to worry and started not to trust her. And she said to me after, she said, now that's in my head, said Shelley. She put it in my head not to trust her and not to worry. You see, that's the problem. Because she used the words, you just have to trust me and don't worry, immediately those words get put into somebody's head and they start doing what you didn't want them to do. That is, not trust you and worry. And that's the issue. It's a problem. A lot of people communicate that way. Last night I was watching the final of Celebrity Get Me Out of Here, which I think's been a brilliant episode. All the contestants gelled, didn't they? They all got on pretty much. And Ant and Dec were just on top form. But Tony, who was number 2, I think Tony, he's the boxer, he came second. He kept using the phrase, I don't know if you remember it, I'm not going to lie. He kept saying, I'm not going to lie. He used it several times as a phrase. Now, I get why people say that, don't they? Because they're trying to be cool, I suppose. But as soon as he said it, I thought, well, hold on, Tony, do you normally lie then? Are you a liar? So by saying that, it actually didn't achieve good communication. People use all sorts of phrases. Don't worry, they'll say to you. The worst one is no worries, which I think's come from Australia anyway. No worries, mate. No worries. You say that to somebody, they start to worry. So don't say it. And my favourite, to be honest. Why do people say, oh, to be honest? It's like, Tony, aren't you normally honest then? Comes through a phrase. To be fair. I really don't know what that means. People use that phrase as well. To be fair as well. With all respect. I've heard people use that one as well, which means you don't normally respect people. Now, the problem with these words, of course, is they're meant with the right intentions. Of course they are. Not stupid, I understand that. But in NLP, you're embedding a suggestion that people look upon in a negative way. We call these tainted words or negative embedded suggestions. Call them what you like. The fact is that when you say them, people become worried. They think you're dishonest and you're not a fair person. And actually, you don't respect me. That's what people actually think because of the words being used. Now, what's the answer? Well, the answer quite simply is just don't do them. Don't use them. Have a look at your words you use. They usually just throw away phrases, cliches, aren't they? Get somebody to give you some feedback as to what kind of words you like to use. And just stop them. Just stop it. Next time I'll talk to you about what you can replace them with, because you can replace these with other embedded suggestions that actually have a benefit to the relationship that you want with your customer. So anyway, we had to go back to the queue. And it was about a mile long. And I think we spent the next 2 hours on Sunday afternoon in that queue at Marks and Spencer's because we didn't trust the lady. Maybe M&S needs to do some training on NLP with their customer services charge. Actually, if they do, give me a call. I'm happy to do some online training for your people. Anyway, I hope that's been enjoyable. Bye.